Okay, here it is in all its glory. The mystery home-built quarter midget from the 1950s. And that is all the information I have on it that I've been told. Home-built from the 50s, possibly manufactured by a company, but I doubt it. I'll just do a quick little walk around here. Appreciate any feedback or help on this at all. Anything, any little details, comments, questions, fire away. It obviously had been passed on from owner to owner, and it is not all period correct at this point. You can see there's a disc brake added to it, and there is a hole in the chassis for the brake lever style from that time. They've removed that, obviously. I would like to restore this back to the proper time period, appearance wise and functional as well. So that's the first thing I noticed for being the wrong brakes on it. And then this shock tower. From the pictures I've seen online, I have not seen cars from this time with shocks on them. If maybe they were added to be for a little more tuning adjustment in the 60s or something, but if I want to build this to mid 50s, I'll probably take this off. And the rest of this car doesn't have this shape of tubing on it. So, yeah, you know, if you look at the other side, this is the regular short bolt. And this side has a longer bolt to accommodate the shock. So I will probably nip this off. May even build a new bumper if I can't pull this thing back into shape. We'll see. Then you can see in the interior again, the hole in the frame and the body for the brake lever. I'm not sure what this part is, if it's part of a linkage to make the cable pull forward or back. I am not sure. I assume the brake rod action, you pull back on the lever. If I'm wrong, please let me know. What this hole is for, I do not know. That's just a jigsaw puzzle shape. I don't know what that is. Now it gets real ugly. Yes, it's ugly. This sprocket doesn't look like it's the right size. I think I've got a box of sprockets for this thing, and they're a thinner and different pitch of teeth. So I think I'll be swapping that out to the correct period. I don't know what went on here. That's pretty nasty. I'm guessing to accommodate a bigger sprocket to go slower. I don't know. And then these standoffs here, I don't know what those are for. I can't understand anything being on an angle. I don't know. Pretty small engine compartment. I'll have a picture at the end with the engine placed in here so you can get an idea how small it is. I don't see a keyway. If I was to put the pulley brake type on here, I don't see a keyway for that. So I don't know where I would put that. I think the correct area is right around here. It might be able to fit here, the drum brake. I mean, these blocks were added for the caliper, I'm guessing. I don't know. You know, somebody's come along and done these things to it. The tank looks like it's from the right original with the breather. This block of wood for here may be correct. This I doubt. So I want to, I'm going to obviously tear it all down, sandblast it, but I think before I do that, any fabrication work, welding, replacing the beams, etc., will be done before the sandblasting. I don't know how I'm going to make this look any better, some sort of filling. Go ahead and comment on that. That's just ugly. I don't know at this point what to do with that, or what these standoffs are for. They just ran a stock motor back in those days. I can't see that being for a battery. So yeah, this firewall, this is very strange from what I'm used to, what I remember with these cars. You'd have a removable tin for the firewall for various reasons, but this one is all welded in, just ugly and severely hard welded in there, and it's rather beat up. The video might not show, but this panel is in rough shape. I'd like to make that look better, but man, that looks like it's going to be quite the job cleaning off all this tubing, which you can see is a irregular shape of tubing, maybe from the aircraft industry. I don't know. There's some round tubing, there's like D-shaped tubing, oval, kind of a mixed bag of metals on this thing. Roll bar obviously been chopped off, so I will need to look at some other cars, what their firewall setup is like from this era, to get an idea of what I'm going to do with this. What else? Mary Shively, previous driver, I would assume. On the other side it says John Shively. Swiss cheese for switch mounts. No idea why. Unusual configuration of leading edge linkage for the steering. Usually it's on the trailing edge. This one's on the front. Don't know why. What else? Very blunt shape of a nose. I don't know if this is from another manufacturer, if somebody made their own body for this. The front is in a reasonable shape. You can clean it up. The upholstery should cover up any rough edges. Make a mocked up panel for the front cage. Interior doesn't look too bad. I don't know what's all in there. Yeah, I don't think those pedals are correct. They look like they've been added in there with that bottom piece of aluminum panel. Plywood floor. It looks like it's 60 years old, older than me. The side nerfs in the rear look all pretty decent. Looks like they can be cleaned up, sandblasted, repainted. Wheels also. And the bottom of the chassis looks okay. The tail cone, she's a little rough. We have to do a lot of cleanup on these leading edges. Probably cut this to one nice round hole, maybe put a scoop on it. Either fill this in or make a proper looking hole. Carburetor access. Other than that, it's really not too bad. I mean, I'm sure you guys have worked with a lot of better samples, but I'm up in the Great White North, and these just don't exist up here, I can tell you. No quarter midgets up here. When I raced, I lived closer to Vancouver, which is not far from the USA border, and we raced at Tacoma Little Wheels and WQMA near Everett, Washington. So Yeah, now I'm north of Vancouver, 3 hours north in the interior, and there's just no quarter midgets around. So, kind of a unique piece. I don't know what else I can show you. Oh, I'll toss a motor in, and you can see it with the an engine placed in there. Hang on.